In the job level repository tab, this is where you can upload any files pertaining to this job, such as notice. So simply go ahead and click New and select Files, and go to where your notices are scanned and temporarily stored, and go to highlight the file and then say Open. Now it is very important that you change the file type to notice, and this is how RBA knows this is the notice file. Then what RBA will do when you do assign and notify reporters for this job, it'll automatically attach this notice file to the email that you are sending. And now the publish, if you check that button, it means that you are going to make this file notice available online through RB Web to attorneys and to reporters. Now this access is what controls who gets access to that online access file. Now in the description, also you can put in something if you wanted to. You can say notice for this is Young Lee, the MD guy, and then with that just simply go save and close, and this will simply upload a notice file into our central repository. At this point you can simply throw that piece of paper that you have received from your client by fax, or you can shred it, and you no longer need that because we now have the notice safely stored away as an electronic file in our repository. Now come to think of it, it might be a good idea to make a note of what I just did. So I'm going to go to Notes Log, and I'll say New, and I'll go, I have received a fax today of the notice. So I'm going to just make a brief note that notice has been received and scanned and uploaded. So, and then I'm just going to go to Save and Close. And then each new note I make about this job or any event that takes place for this particular job needs to be recorded as a special note. The notes will simply go on top of the previous note. And the good thing about these notes are that once notes are made, as like all the other notes, it cannot be deleted because you have no delete option here. Nor it can be edited or changed, because you can only copy the text, so for the purpose of pasting to other places, but other than that you cannot change any data here. And if you make a mistake, only thing you can do is simply cancel the note. So make a note of something that you think it's the worthwhile as far as this job is concerned. Lastly, the status log is something that you do not do anything here other than the fact that system will automatically keep track of every single status change. It lets you know who and when change these job statuses. Not directly, but by doing some other things, the status are changing. So go to status log to look at the history of the job. Go to notes log, look at all the notes that other people has made. So we've gone through all the tabs that are available in the job detail window. At this point, I'm going to save and close the job. Now, if the client calls back a few days later because she needs to schedule a few more depositions on this expert witness Young Lee MD, and this time you can simply right-click on the job you already have on that case, and rather than going to New, you can do Copy, and this will basically copy everything from the job, existing job, where you can change the things that are different. Now let's say she's giving me 3 dates, 3 additional days for this expert testimony. So rather than doing 1 day at a time, I can now hit this a button that says Set Multiple Dates up there, and it'll change the text box for the job date into binoculars field. So I'll just look up, and then it pulls up the window called Set Multiple Dates. And as we saw this in the case management training, that you can do either scheduler or fixed date. So the scheduler, again, is a perfect for trials and captioning contracts, or fixed date is what I need is today. So the secretary is telling me that this doctor will be deposed again on March 26th, and we're going to call him back on the Friday the 30th, and then hopefully we'll wrap it up in April 4th. And now, even though each day might have a different start time, since we can only specify one start time, one end time, we'll go ahead and save, and then we'll go individually change the starting time for each date if it's different. And other than that, I'm going to keep everything else exactly same, and except those the dates, and I'm going to save and close. And with that, now we have 3 more jobs, March 26th, 30, and April 4th created. And if the March 30th job happens to be 2 p.m. in the afternoon, I'll simply go view into that job and change the time to 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. and I'll go save and close out of that.